You know, it's just a good old time to just take a survey. What could happen? Ah, there we go. Some good wardrobe. Let's see. Lots of empty spaces. I didn't know any better. I'd think you just moved in. Let's see what's on TV. Good. No, yeah, sure, that's what I was going for. What the hell I need this flashlight for then? To find the next light switch. Poor Hamper. Okay. Got. Same thing with the TV, lighter, a bunch of cigarettes that apparently I already smoked. Who needs an ashtray? Table is good enough. More awesome television. Guessing this is the guest bedroom. I'm guessing I don't have guests very often. It's a good chandelier. Since this is a horror game, better have some creepy pictures, because why not? Yummy. Alright, what's this say? Master bedroom, other bedroom, living room. Look for the channel numbers and lock it quickly. She's watching you. Don't leave the static on for too long. It makes her ears bleed. Right now, she's upstairs, waiting for you. Why the hell do I care? I'm downstairs. She ain't gonna get me. What's this? Press pi. I haven't written in this journal in a while, but I thought I'd write something down. Right now, Lilith is 6 years old, while Marcus, I think, 4. The other day, she was painting a picture, and it looked fairly abstract at first, just a blend of seemingly random shades and hues. After making dinner, I came back to find her replicating a painting we had in our kitchen. It was remarkable. I haven't told Joseph yet, but I think Lilith could end up being a very special girl. I asked her where she learned to paint that way, but she responded in a confusing manner, as if all she was doing was casually playing around with paint. She managed to almost completely replicate the artwork, including even the smallest details of the piece. I'll definitely have to keep an eye on her talent. Right now, Joseph and I are both working parents. Financially, we're doing well. No real troubles, no family issues either, besides this drinking problem. I'll finish this entry up after I cook dinner. Mary Walker. Can I pick this up? Nope. Alright, so I've obviously found 2. Master, other, living room. 97. There's no run button. Who turned off the lights? That was very inconsiderate of you. Alright, 8. Last number is 97. Awesome. Very spoopy, much scary. That's a closet. Get out of that. Let's see if there's anything in there. Oh, it must be my gaudy shirts. Oh no. It must be the killer. Hey, it's your manager Mark. Are you available to work next weekend? Emma can't come in, so will only be you and Katie. It's going to be a pretty busy weekend, and she could use the extra hand. Thanks. Attempt number 89264. Error. If you're receiving this, you have been chosen to participate in a nationwide survey. We believe you are qualified to be a representative of a specific demographic group we are studying. To continue, please proceed to the survey app found on your mobile device. That is not it. Welcome to the survey. You have been chosen to represent a certain demographic that is currently being studied. Please be honest while answering all questions. Your cooperation and honesty is appreciated. Please continue. Are you currently situated in your home? Sure. Are you currently employed? Sure. Do you use your mobile device often? Sure. Did you forget your password for your mobile device? Well, I had to find it on a TV. So it must have been... Oh, yes. Was finding the password for your phone easy or hard? Easy. Is anyone with you in your house currently? Nope. Is anyone supposed to be with you currently? Nope. Are you a college student? I don't know. Pretty shabby apartment or whatever. Nothing really here for furnishing your clothes. Sure. You enjoy being home alone? Why not? Does it feel creepy when you're home alone? Nope. Have you ever experienced the phenomenon of feeling as if you're being watched, but in reality you are not? Nope. Individuals report this phenomenon quite frequently, especially when around certain paintings, dolls, or statues, or any of those objects inside your house. Or was that angel statue? How many televisions are currently in your house? 3. Thank you for your participation. Please take a short break. We will continue the survey shortly. I want to take it now. Guess I'll go finish that food I left on the table. Makes I wonder. Anything else? Apparently I'm supposed to sleep forever. Nothing. What'd you break? Everything looks dandy in here. Alright, statue, you get back to where you were. Lilith Walker began painting when she was 6 years old. Though only being 12, this child prodigy is able to recreate masterpieces with only rudimentary materials. The child belongs to the local Walker household. Her father, Joseph Walker, a construction worker, along with Mary Walker, working as a secretary at a law firm. According to Mary and Joseph, Lilith loved to paint and expressed her talent early. She also stated that she practices anywhere from 5 to 10 hours a day, just to perfect her craft. Her artwork is gaining popularity as demand for her pieces and replications have skyrocketed recently. Though she enjoys painting, she also plays a variety of instruments, such as violin, piano, and the cello. I probably said that wrong, but oh well. On top of painting, she also enjoys... We'll never know. Survey? Yay! For the next portion of the survey, we will need you to fulfill a request. We will need you to check if your bathroom appliances are working, specifically the sink and light switches. Please enter the bathroom in your master bedroom and check if those appliances are working properly. Kind of a weird request. Any specific reason out of a random survey you know what's inside my house? Damn, you broke my faucet, jerk. Alright, let's try again. There we go. No, you stop crying, I gotta read this note. I asked Mom to get me a diary after my first painting sold. I just thought it would be nice to write some of my thoughts. Mom and Dad want me to keep painting, but I don't know if I should. It seems like all they want to do is make money from it. This reporter came in the other day. His name was Rick Driver, and he asked us a bunch of questions. Apparently we're going to be in an article in the local news. Mom said it would help with my publicity. I hardly even like painting, but whatever makes them happy, I guess. I actually like playing the violin and piano way more than painting. I mean, it's okay, but it's not something I enjoy doing that much. I just hope they include Marcus in the article. I know how much he loves writing. Seems like Mom and Dad barely even pay any attention to him. Is this my fault? Maybe he hates me. Maybe if I'm lucky I'll trip, fall down the stairs, and break my arm so I can't paint anymore. At least for a while. Alright, who's making a bunch of noise out here? You rascal. Yep. Nah. Thank you for your input. The next set of questions involves your personal preferences concerning music. You enjoy listening to music? Nah, fucking hate it. You enjoy listening to rock? Yep. You enjoy listening to rap? Nope. You enjoy listening to classical music? Yep. You remember your sister's taste in music? Nope. On top of being a talented painter, she was also a talented violin player. Do you remember her playing any songs on her violin? Nope. Were you ever jealous of how gifted she was? How everyone always paid attention to her? Nope. We have a song that you might enjoy listening to. Turn on the radio downstairs and listen to the song. Stop telling me what to do. What if I just want to fall down the stairs and break my legs? What are you gonna do then? Run away! Probably copyrighted or some shit. No. Let's watch some TV. It's a good channel. How are you two doing? I know it must be hard for you, with college, work, and taking care of Lilith. I'm at a hotel right now, and I'm supposed to meet my clients tomorrow. I should be back within a week. Stay strong. 89264, 89264. Repeated. Guess I'll get some laundry done while I wait. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, get it done. Stomp them clothes. The hell am I wearing? Looks like a really old baseball uniform. Can I hide in here? I gotta hide from the music. There you go. Now the claims can't get me now. Oh, sweet. Stuff's happening. Alright. What? Alrighty. I guess whatever happened wasn't scripted, because I just did it. Well, it wasn't scripted for me to turn around. Alright, let's see. So my sister gave me a journal, even though my mom said no. She said that after her first painting sold, Mom would get her a few. She gave me one of them, so I'm kind of happy about that. Nobody really knows that I'm really into writing, besides my sister. This reporter met my family the other day, After cleaning the house, taking out the trash, doing the dishes, wiping the floors clean, and sweeping up all the broken beer glasses from Dad, I assume. And lastly, after vacuuming the house, I was excited to meet the reporter. I saw him pull into a drive away, pen and notepad in hand. As I saw him get out of his car, my dad told me that I had to stay in my room. I tried to ask him for a reason, but he just sort of pushed me, slammed the door shut. The door, just before closing shut, struck my nose and I started bleeding. It was really the first time I've ever seen that much blood. It tasted very metallic, as if someone took a cup of water and dropped a bunch of coins in there, then drank it. I never got to meet a reporter, even though I really wanted to. Well, your dad's a douche. Hi there, statue. You got something to tell me, survey? Alright. Did you enjoy the song? No. Do you remember what happened to her? Nope. Do you remember what happened to your family? I don't know. Dad seems like a douche. The screaming, can you hear it? Nope. Well, if I turned around quick enough, I probably would have, so no. No. I'm guessing she's moving that statue around, so yes. No. No. Error 82997. Alright, nothing was behind me. Jesus, lady, calm down. Thank you, lady. How are you? Damn seizures. Well, I'm gonna read this note. You do whatever you want. I'm kind of sad. I mean, I'm only 15, but Mom and Dad are driving this whole painting thing a little crazy. They keep asking to paint for hours and hours and hours. It's not even something I'm passionate about. I really like playing the violin, but I'm not that great at it. But it's really fun. Both of my parents are really pushing this painting thing. They quit both of their jobs just to pursue it, because it apparently makes them a lot of money. They never even asked if I wanted to keep doing this. I guess I don't really have a choice right now other than to keep painting. Maybe I'll make an excuse, or maybe I'll try telling no. I'll try telling no. I wish they would pay more attention to Marcus too. He puts so much effort into everything. He does really well in school. It was Christmas the other week and we had some family over. Marcus just looked so gloomy, so alone. Nobody even got him a Christmas present. Besides me anyways. It's like he doesn't even exist to anyone else. I feel terrible. Also, Dad has been drinking a lot more lately. I mean, he always had some drinks, but he's doing it more and more. He gets scary sometimes. I guess I'm gonna just ignore that blood. I'm just gonna go back to sleep. Oh, damn it. It's got covers on it. I guess I can't do it. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Finally. I don't know why I wouldn't pick up this key anyway. My damn house. I want my key. This seems pretty reasonable. I hate painting. Mom and Dad want me to finish one piece a week. It takes anywhere from 8 to 12 hours a day for me to meet the quota, on top of going to school. I tried to tell my dad to slow things down, but he wouldn't listen. Today I tried to stand up to him. I tried telling him that I didn't have the right color of red, so I wouldn't be able to finish the painting, even though I did. So he called Marcus down. He grunted, "So you don't have the right color of red?" You could smell the alcohol from his breath. He duped Marcus, and he started hitting him until blood started to drip from his nose, and eventually his lips started to tear open. He threw Marcus to the ground, and continued to beat him and kick him until he was a bloody mess. He took a can of booze and poured it all over Marcus and walked off, muttering something. Mom just turned a blind eye and started cleaning up the blood. Marcus sat there unconscious for a bit, and I helped him up to his room. He didn't say anything. All he did was smile. He had a wide grin on his face. I stayed with him until he fell asleep reading this book about cars. What a good family. Do you mind, statue? You're in the way. Who the hell are you? Get out of my way, invisible wall. Okay. Calm down there with the sound. 2 bodies were recovered after a fire erupted inside a suburban house near a local elementary school. The fire apparently started late at night, as neighbors were the ones to report the incident. Names have not been released, but the victims were identified to be a brother and a sister in their late teens. The two were home alone while their mother was on a business trip. The brother was going to high school and also worked as a part-time job at a grocery. How the fire started is not clear, but authorities have not ruled out foul play. According to investigators, a candle that was knocked over could have caused the tragedy. Officials have not ruled out foul play as a cause, but aren't suspicious of it due to the circumstance of the situation. Well, you can dance all day if you want. Alright, so I can't open the door, so I guess I gotta walk towards you. Are you actually getting closer? You're getting closer! Well, come here, give me a hug. Come on. There you go. Well, I already used the TVs. What else has numbers on it? Hmm. 89264. 89264. I got it! Let's see. Yeah, okay, so that's 4. 89264. There's 2. Alright. What's this? There's 8. Ah! There's another one. Where are you? Yeah, it's 9. 2 is upstairs. There's 6. 8, 9, 2, 6, 4.
8. 9, 2, 6. 8, 9.
No, okay. The door that was locked earlier. The screaming, the crying. Can you hear it? Not sure what the hell the second word is. They lived, and for one more I shall live on, trapped inside these memories with the devil himself. Yeah, I got it!
9.
The door clearly opened.
4.
Ooh, here's a note. Alright. I'm busy reading a note. I can't move. Today I woke up, and I can't really explain it, but my right hip just feels extremely stiff. I tried to get out of bed, but I can barely turn my body without feeling pain. Update. My parents took me to the hospital just in case it was severe or life-threatening, but the staff seemed to be as clueless as to what I actually have. They said they would need to complete further x-rays, possibly even use an MRI, in order to verify their diagnosis. Hopefully I won't have to pain or anything. Ugh! I also had a really weird dream. I was alone in the house with Marcus, but for some reason, he was always afraid of me. Every time I would try to get close to him, he would run away in fear. It was such a weird dream, because in a way, it felt like it lasted forever. Oh, I see what you're trying to do there. Okay. He watched her, writhing in pain, as her condition set in, knowing nothing could be done to help her. Among all her family, she loved him the most, yet... I already did that. He had a taunting grin on his face, as if seeing her suffer filled his heart with delight. For the first time in a long time, he felt joy. I guess back downstairs I go. Hi, creepy picture. You weren't here earlier. Wait a minute. Oh, it's kind of neat. Ooh, more questions. My parents took Lilith to the hospital after my sister said she felt immobile around her hip. She said it felt completely stiff, as if all the muscles surrounding her hip had turned to bone. The other day, Dad threw me down the stairs because Lilith's paintings weren't selling as much as they used to. He thought it was an entertaining way to encourage her to paint better, as he phrased it. I dislocated my shoulder on the way down. After repositioning the joint back into the socket, I made a sling with some old rags I found in the closet. It still stings, but it should heal within a few weeks to a couple of months. School isn't too bad. I'm working on this little project with some of my friends. We're trying to create our own braking system for a car, something that can be controlled remotely. I wonder if I can reverse engineer it to do the opposite task, maybe cancel the braking system remotely. That'd be an interesting challenge, as long as I don't have to stay home. Right? To the Walker family. We had some difficulty in regards to diagnosing your daughter's specific condition. We have concluded that it is fibrosis flaccea. Sure, ossificans. Progressivia. Words. It is very rare but severe condition where the patient's soft tissue, when repaired, becomes ossified, basically turning into bone. This is due to mutation in the repair mechanism of the body that results in this condition. There are treatment options to slow down the process of the condition, but I admit the future looks fairly grim. In all honesty, this is what will eventually happen. The disease will spread throughout her body until most of her soft tissue, including tendons, ligaments, and even muscle, become ossified. The most we can do is provide medication or to relieve the pain, but other than that, the condition has always been fatal. Your daughter might be able to make it to the age of 40, if she is lucky. Please let us know what direction you would like to take. Thank you for your patience. Dr. Gammon. Alright, what are you crying about? Is it because your bonitis? Get back here. Let's talk about your bonitis. Let's hug it out. The hell did you go? What?
According to a recent poll, infidelity is at an all-time high. This may be due to marrying too young, lack of commitment, or even financial instability. Let us examine the story of Joseph and Mary Walker, the two married and bore a daughter, Lilith, who was very talented in many artistic mediums, especially in painting. Joseph and Mary also had a son named Marcus. Joseph worked as a construction worker, while Mary worked as a secretary for a local business. Soon after discovering Lilith's talents, her parents encouraged her greatly to continue and perfect her skills. Eventually, a high enough demand for her paintings allowed the Walkers to become financially stable, simply by selling Lilith's art. Both Joseph and Mary quit their jobs, as Lilith's paintings sold anywhere from $5,000 to $15,000 apiece, depending on the buyer. Due to this high demand, Joseph and Mary began to live life far above their means, taking advantage of their gifted child in order to satisfy their own greed. It started off with Joseph burning Marcus with cigarettes if Lilith refused to work. Slowly, the abuse became worse and more intense, until one episode landed Marcus in the hospital. Marcus had several bruises along with a dislocated arm. The family was forced to cover up the incident and no charges were filed. This abuse continued for a long time. Marcus grew accustomed to it. It was simply a part of his life, just as much as breathing or sleeping. After Lilith was diagnosed with a rare bone condition, everything changed. She lost her ability to paint, leading the family into a period of financial hardships. Joseph wasn't able to find work due to his alcoholism, but Mary was able to find a job at her old company. Her former employer kept in touch with her throughout the years. Tension began to build within the family. Marcus usually remained passive among family affairs, but the situation gave him much joy. They were suffering, and he knew it. He couldn't have been happier. 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 He couldn't have been happier.
No, I think he could have been happier. Can I leave now? Oh, oh, oh. She'll never find me if I do this. It's spooky in the dark. You're the one that locked me in here. Let me the hell out. Don't know any other ghosts in here. Wherever the hell you are. I guess the devil. Open the damn door. What are you waiting for? You can keep knocking harder. You're the one that has to open it. If I look at it hard enough. Oh, there you go. My parents gave me the news, so I have this condition called fibromyalgia applicans blah 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 blah. Basically, it's a condition where my soft tissue, ligaments, tendons, and muscles gradually turn to bone. They said that eventually I'll lose mobility in my arms, legs, neck, everywhere until I need a caretaker to basically do everything for me. Right now I feel it as my arms. Bleh. Right now I feel it in my arms and torso. For now, I just sort of stay in my bed. It hurts to walk around, and I can't really exercise or damage my body in any way, or else it'll speed up the process. I mean, I'm only 15, so this is a lot to take in, knowing that I'll slowly become more and more immobile. It's a bit ironic, isn't it? I wish I could stop painting, or that I wouldn't have to anymore, and this was the answer I received. The best they could do was prescribe medication for the pain. A year from now, there is a good chance that I won't be able to walk, and I'll be in a wheelchair or worse. I just hope my family will be stable without my help. I'll be a pretty big burden. The other day, I overheard my parents arguing. My mom brought up the idea of getting a divorce. I feel like this is all my fault. Not really. They've used you for fucking, what, 9 years? They would have fucking kept their jobs. They would have no issues. Maybe down the line, if they kept you alive for whatever amount, up to what I think he said 40, maybe then you'd become a burden. But now with the accumulated amount of money between you painting and them doing work, you would have been fine and dandy, though your life would have totally sucked balls. Oh damn, I didn't even check. Did you leave anything up here? Oh, what's this? There really do like the sound quality in this game. I overheard them talking about Lilith's condition was. Apparently she has some sort of bone disorder. Basically her body keeps becoming more and more immobilized until she's basically paralyzed. The process can take a while, but it continually gets worse and worse. They seem very worried about it. As far as I know, Lilith won't be able to paint. I wonder what will happen. Mom and Dad were screaming at each other the other day. I've never seen them argue like that. It was quite entertaining seeing them bicker and yell. I had a wide grin across my face as I watched the spectacle. My parents have been trying to find work ever since they heard the news, but only my mom has been able to find a job with her old employer. Dad hasn't had any luck. This is quite an unfortunate situation. I did a bit more research on the condition and it seems incurable. My parents seem like they're in a state of panic. I've never seen them like this before, frantic, scared, and unstable. I've never been more excited in my life. Doesn't it sound like it from the voice? Ha 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 ha. Now that's a pizza you can trust. So generic, it's just a box that says pizza. My mom showed him the divorce paperwork and he was livid. I've never seen my dad this furious. His bloodshot eyes trembling in fear because he knew he was powerless against her decision. He kept taking beer bottles and smashing them against the kitchen table after he heard the news. She said she was tired of having him just drinking all day and not contributing to the family at all. I left a little surprise for him in the car. He'll find out while he's driving. Well, for now, I guess it'll just be Mom, Lilith, and I. She asked me to get a part-time job since we'll need the money to help with Lilith's medical bills. I don't mind working even though I'm still in high school. I'll be pretty busy, but I guess I'll just have to deal with it. It'll be hard though. I went to the doctor the other day and he examined my shoulder. It turns out I've had a torn rotator cuff for a while now, but I've never been able to get it checked out because of Dad. I haven't been able to rotate my arm past 90 degrees without feeling this tearing sensation on the back of my shoulder. Thanks, Dad. I guess in the end, everybody gets what they deserve. Hey, did you really just come over here and just turn the lights off? That's very mean. Now I'll have to turn them back on. And you put the strobe light back on. Hello? Well, what the hell? Guess I missed it downstairs. Oh, come on, really? It's been hard the last year. I've been working overtime almost every week at my job ever since the divorce, just to cover everything. Lilith, well, she was bedridden, relied on Marcus. for just about everything. Marcus was attending college and working at the same time. I went on a business trip for about a week. I didn't get the news until I came home. The house caught fire. I was told that Lilith died a horrible death, burning alive as the flames consumed her. They said the fire started in her room, most likely by a candle that was tipped over. The neighbors, they said all they heard was a haunting scream, like an animal that knows its death is approaching. Everything is gone. My kids, my house. Did I deserve this? I was so blinded by greed. I'm a horrible person. I let my son be abused for years just to force my daughter to paint and make myself money. I guess Joseph got what was coming to him, and now it's my turn. And I just wish I could watch over them. What? Hey, I was mocking you. You can't mock me. Fuck you. Oh, you're not letting me move forward. Gotta be something down here. I do. Move 5 feet forward. Whoop. I can't turn it off. What if I turn on the light? Nope. Did I miss something in the kitchen? Well, what do you want, game?
Our latest story. A drunk driver was recently killed in an accident outside a local liquor store. According to friends and family, the man had been going through a divorce with his wife. Probably trying to drink his sorrows away, he swerved off the road, crashing his car into a tree. Officers have noted that there might have been tampering involved with the braking system of the vehicle. Fortunately, the individual suffered greatly while dying. I know a certain someone that would be happy to know so. Don't worry, I'm stuck as well. This was Joseph, bringing the local news to you.
Kind of surprised he didn't chase me down again. He's done it repeatedly already, a lot. Dancing in the corner, I see. Doesn't look like you're moving. Are you fucking pointing at me? Don't you point at me? That's rude. So I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Get over here. Yeah, you better fucking disappear. I guess I'll read the note. It's been almost a year since I've been diagnosed. It's gotten worse recently. I'm losing control of my hands, so it's getting quite difficult to write. One day I wake up and I'm unable to move a certain part of my body. It's a bit horrifying having all your muscles solid. Ligaments and tendons slowly turn into bone. Marcus has been taking care of me. I feel like I'm such a burden to him. On top of school, his part-time job, and taking care of me. He seems so busy. Mom's been working overtime almost every weekend just to help with my medical bills. I mean, we have insurance, and we still have some money left over from my paintings, but it's still getting pretty tough to pay for everything. I can't walk anymore, so I'm pretty much confined to my bed most of the time. My favorite part of the day is when my brother comes in to check on me. Hopefully he'll never read this. This is embarrassing, but I feel like I'm holding him back. After Dad died, he just seemed so much more alive. I guess he got what he deserved. But is this my punishment too? And that's a stairwell. I believe that's the laundry room. Let's see. You jumped me on at least 2 occasions, and at one point you put me back in bed. So at best, you'll open the door and put me back to sleep. Oh. This one creaky ass door. Oh, okay. I can barely keep up with everything. I was accepted into the university that I really wanted to attend. I decided not to go through with it. If I did leave, no one would be here to take care of my sister. If I'm being honest, I wish I could leave. I want to move on and just forget about her. Mom, Dad, all of them. I've decided to attend this community college first, and then transfer to a university afterwards to save money. Also, I won't be in a ton of debt after I graduate, so that'll be nice. Hey! Hey! Hey, you shut the hell up! No! No! That's it. That's it. I'm leaving. I'm leaving this area. You shut up. I'm going to the closet. Yeah, you scream all you want. Where the hell was I? Last night I saw something a bit disturbing. As I made my way to my room, Lilith's door was slightly ajar. I could also hear this high-pitched scraping sound. It was my sister scraping her nails against the wall. I turned the light on, and there was blood covering her hand. She was running the tips of her fingers across the wall, up to the point where her fingernails were now loosely attached to her finger. She seemed so out of touch with reality. I looked at her other hand, but it was bent on an awkward position, her wrist bending towards her body, while her fingers looked stiff. This thing in my house. I don't think this is my sister. My sister was a painter, a talented girl with immense potential. Her eyes gradually turned towards me. I felt them almost reaching out to me, pleading for comfort. I gave her none. Well, you're a dick. Alright. Not that I was being a dick. I was just ignoring her because she was being loud and disruptive. Alright, we got your slow door. What? Okay. Mama's leaving for about a week. She's going on a business trip, so she's leaving me in charge to take care of the house and my sister. I checked on her briefly about once or twice a day just to make sure she's still alive. What kind of fucking attitude is that? I might forget to check throughout the week, though. It's such a chore taking care of her. Why can't she just die already? Am I wrong for saying that? Because of her talent, her God-given gift to paint, it destroyed her family. Without it, yeah, that's what destroyed it. Everything would be normal. In the end, everybody gets what they deserve, and she's getting her end right now. Dad received his, and Mom is breaking her back just to make the Ends meet. I wonder what my end will be in store. Who knows, maybe I'll get the worst ending of them all. I realize that my hatred for her is wrong and unjustified. It wasn't her fault she was born with that skill. I feel guilty that I enjoy hearing and seeing her in pain. It's an immature reaction. For so long I wished for someone to feel my suffering. I would get beatings almost every week, with my mom and sister just watching. It was almost entertaining thinking of what I could tell people at school when they asked about the cuts and bruises. Now it's a little different, I guess. I'm in control and she's the helpless one. I don't really believe in a heaven or a hell, but if one exists, I'll probably end up in the latter. Maybe you'll just go into the red dimension. Ooh, so red. Alright, let's turn off the seizure lights and then I'll grab that note. This will be the last letter I write. I can feel my right hand becoming immobile and stiff. Mom left a couple days ago, and it's been up to Marcus to take care of me. Even though his visits have been getting shorter and less frequent over the last few months, I understand. I'm just a burden to him and my mom. He hasn't checked up on me ever since she left. I've tried everything, knocking, banging my hand against the wall, screaming. I mean, it's all I really can do, since I'm practically immobile. Sometimes I get my hopes up hearing him walk up the stairs. Just maybe he'll walk through the door and check on me. Did I deserve this? For not standing up to my parents and letting all this happen? All of this, it's my fault. I'm sorry, Marcus. I'll promise I'll never be a burden to you ever again. Okay then.
God is dead. God is dead.
I don't like this song. Wait, why am I... Oh, crap. Life is pretty quiet, to be honest, right now. Between school and work, it's a bit stressful, but it's not as bad as before. Mom is set to come home in a few days. It was nice having the house to myself for about a week. I'll admit sometimes it gets eerily quiet, and sometimes I hear these soft knocks coming from the walls. Other times I'll hear crying and sobbing, sometimes even screaming.
According to the police report,
It usually
both
doesn't last
bodies
too
were
long,
recovered.
but still is a bit unusual. I have a strange feeling that I've forgotten something, like I've forgotten to finish some sort of chore. Oh well, it probably isn't important anyway. I had a strange dream the other day. I woke up in this house, but I was alone. I felt as something was watching me. I couldn't leave, and every once in a while something would attack me, and I'd wake up again, and if I kept repeating until I woke up real, except I only thought it was real. And after waking up so many times in this eternal dream, I couldn't distinguish reality from it. Eventually I awoke, a bit shaken. The dream was definitely worth noting though, even though it was horrifying. I smell something burning.
Emotions ranging from jealousy, hatred, enviousness, and frustration might have drove him to neglect her, despite her cries for help. Due to her rare disorder, she was extremely immobile and required help for the simplest activities. She required Marcus for everything. Marcus might have held animosity towards her, as for almost his whole life, everyone had paid their attention to her. Perhaps Marcus wanted her to feel isolated and alone, an emotion he was very familiar with. He wanted vengeance for a crime she didn't commit. Marcus's body was mostly unharmed, though he was not conscious at the scene. He was taken to a local hospital, where he currently resides. He is currently in a coma induced by smoke inhalation and has been unconscious ever since the fire. No one knows when, or if, he will ever wake up for what he is experiencing. He could be experiencing nothing at all, or he might be suffering. The only living relative he had was his mother, Mary Walker, who committed suicide shortly after she heard about the incident. His father, Joseph Walker, was killed in a suspicious road incident where his brakes stopped working while driving under the influence. Due to his unusual situation, no one is left to decide whether or not they should keep him alive in his coma. Many may wonder whether he regrets his actions, whether he regrets neglecting his sister, starving her, and psychologically torturing her to the point of suicide. Others speculate that years of domestic abuse by his father Joseph, along with neglect from his family, left him psychologically scarred. Whatever the case may be, he tortured and isolated his sister who loved him and did everything necessary to protect him. Hopefully all members of the family get what they deserve. In Marcus's case, he's stuck in his own personal purgatory, stuck in a place between life and death. An eternity of suffering awaits him. Thank you for listening. This was Joseph Walker, bringing your local news to you.
Thanks, Dad. Yeah. That's it. I'm leaving. I'm going out the window. Yeah, there we go. I like the mood of the game. It's not really all that jump scary. For the most part, you usually see everything coming, so it's pretty good on that. Probably the best part of it's probably the story. It's quite sad and everyone's kind of guilty in a way. The only person that's kind of innocent is the girl with the talent. I think this game's worth picking up. But definitely would give the survey a low rating though, because you never can even complete it. Just errors out. That just ain't cool.